Alrighty, hello ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, 'tis I, Sandman, and welcome back to Ashwashers. Ashwalkers. Hopefully you all are doing well. Today is special because A, we're early, B, hopefully I'll be streaming more than usual, and C, this is a test stream of sorts. We're out and about, we're traveling, and so we don't have our normal internet, so this is just to see if the internet here can hold up. So I can't remember when we started playing this game, but part of me thinks that it was before we got our new PC, because I don't see a continue button. So that means we lost all of our old progress. However, that doesn't mean we can't try new routes. So we're going to do that today and go ahead and get into a new game. Let's see, standard, custom. Yeah, we go do standard. We can skip the tutorial. That should be fine. Just a standard game. All right, let's get into it. Exciting. Trying to remember if it's gonna show us a story or not. Mayhaps, there we go. Day 13. Almost 2 weeks ago, the third squad left Citadel in search of the legendary Dome of Domes. The squad members: Petra the captain, Shin the warrior, Kali the diplomat, and Nadir the scout. I wasn't done with that, but okay. The squad is the last hope of survival for the 200,000 survivors of the Citadel, having crossed the desert canyon in the north. Blah, they have fled. I tried so hard. Didn't work. The Ash Plains. I did skip the tutorial, so we don't have to do that again. I don't remember everything, but I remember enough to feel like we should be okay. The route I want to go today is where we defeat the big wolf, the giant wolf, and then are diplomatic with the wolf tribe. Let's see, so let's go ahead and gather some of this wood. All right. What do we have here? KE-14 outpost. All right. Savage painting. This painting was produced no more than a few weeks ago. The symbols of brutality and barbarity are depicted with respect. Could this be a warning of dangers to come, or a macabre fascination with the wolf? Interesting. I guess we'll go ahead and go to our objective. The beacon. Several days after leaving the Citadel, and the squad explores an abandoned outpost, the Pathfinder's information was correct. One of the beacons that will guide them to the Dome of Domes is indeed right here. As Kali starts hacking the beacon's data, Shin keeps a vigilant watch of the outpost's exits, scanning for any potential threats. Meanwhile, Nadir begins prepping the trail. The squad will take through the ashes as Petra uses the radio set to contact the operator. The speaker of the rudimentary radio cracks and hisses before the reassuring voice of the operator is heard. Congratulations on behalf of the Authority. You've reached the first beacon. Now you must decide on your strategy to reach the second. Keep moving, plan ahead, and act fast. Every obstacle in our path will be destroyed. We seek to understand the world and prepare ourselves to meet it. We shall be invisible and therefore invincible. Let us pursue a diplomatic approach, as I believe that will be the way to go. The squad members favor diplomacy and confidence. With optimism and belief in his voice, the operator agrees with the plan. At the next wave, the citadel will collapse. Our hopes lie with you, scouts. Be cunning, be triumphant. The radio goes silent. Or the radio goes dead, and the squad resumes their determined march. Alright, let us go. I do believe we can encounter the wolf up ahead. We need to keep an eye on our energy. So far, we're doing okay. I think everybody's energy goes down slowly as we walk, and even more so when we gather things. So it looks like we remember most things, and we can camp most times except for in interaction areas or during interactions. There doesn't seem to be much to interact with out here. However, there are lots of things up in the distance, so that is where we will head. Let's see what we got going on up here. Oh, there's a wolf. The wolf. Through the mist, the squad members spy the silhouette of a wolf. The scrawny beast bares its fangs, growls, and moves to attack. About to frighten the wolf, run away, attack head on, light a fire to scare it away. We do have 2 wood. I believe that is all the wood we have. We don't need a camp yet, so let's try that. I think we can get wood ahead. The squad members light a fire to scare the wolf away. The fragile creature panics at the sight of the flames. With one swift blow, Petra kills it. The squad members dissect the carcass for meat. So now we have food. Good. Very nice. 4 food, we lost 2 wood. But I believe we will get that back right here. And let's see, how do I cycle through the characters? I can't remember. Let's see, it's not the numbers, not those keys. Is it the tab key? Okay, we need wait, no, don't leave. How do I right click? There we go. So Shin, you go ahead and gather those for us. Use a little bit of your energy. And we'll check this out. What do we have here? Some meat. We'll go ahead and take that. Could be useful. We'll go back to Petra, grab that one, and we will continue on. I believe we can rest up here as well, so we might not even need to use any wood. The squad members notice a campfire in the distance. There, a hooded figure can be seen warming his hands. Approach in peace. Let's approach in peace. The squad members approach, hands raised in the air. From beneath his hood, the young savage greets them with a smile. Kali enters into conversation with him, and the savage invites them to sit and eat with him. I feel like he's not much of a savage. Rest with a watch rotation would be probably smart. We will be peaceful but vigilant. The squad decides to rest while remaining vigilant. Nadir talks with the savage but keeps his distance. The savage mentions him a group of savages to the north called the Hound. After the rest of the squad members arise, they all leave without fanfare. The squad has rested. Very good, very good. There a little bit, so let's switch to Kali and Nadir to collect anything. Or I guess no, let's stay on Petra. It's easier to rest 1 to 2 members of the squad instead of the whole squad. We'll try not to get them too fatigued. I believe if we take the right path, that will take us to the wolf. So we'll go that way. 2 paths open before the squad. To the west lies a territory inhabited by wild animals. If the tracks in the ash are to be believed, To the east sprawls a cold, rugged, winding valley. We will head west. The squad decides to go into the territory of the wild animals. Petra assures the rest of the squad that they can hunt any animals they track down. Alright, we got more wood up ahead. We also have temperature to contend with, so let's go ahead, collect some wood, and then we will camp here because we're very close to dealing with the big wolf. So let's go ahead and throw some wood on the fire. That should warm us up decently. And then let's see, what do we do for the schedule? So Petra can rest. She is the most tired. In fact, we will also let Shin rest as well. It'll cost us 1 food each. Or I guess they'll get hungry. We will put both of them on guard duty. Maybe 1 on guard duty and 1 on exploration. We'll try that. We'll see how that goes. Nadir has returned from exploration and brought back 2 food and 1 firewood. Excellent. It is impossible to make oneself heard above the cacophony? I don't know. I can't speak English. The cacophony of the weather. The squad members decide to save their energy and remain silent. Nobody's conversing tonight. Okay. We're down to a small fire. Let's go ahead and... How much food will that give? That will refill that. I think we'll give... You're pretty close, so we'll leave that. And then let's go ahead and... I guess, let's see. Let's redistribute some of the supplies. Okay, everybody's kind of even. Actually, no, you have only 1 slot left. Yeah, that should be fine. Actually, yeah, who are we using to pick things up? Let's use Nadir to pick stuff up. So we're gonna let Petra take a break this time. And Kali as well. Go ahead and give Kali a good bit of things. That way, Shin and Nadir will be kind of our picker-upper people moving forward. Alright, let's continue our journey. Alright, so let's switch to Shin, I believe, correct? Yes, Shin has a decent inventory right now. So we'll continue forward. We'll check this out. Looks like we have some food. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab 2. Switch to Nadir. Grab 1. And then let us battle in the cave. It should be quite fun. What's over here, actually? Can we... Oh, nope. Won't let us sneak around the lair. From the back of the dark cave comes a sound of deep, slavering breathing. The squad members are afraid. 2 dull, bloodshot, oval eyes, hooded with monstrous eyebrows, monstrous ebony fur, blink open in the darkness. Oh, it was there. A giant black wolf is watching, cold and patient, its white silhouette. Stiletto? Its white stiletto fangs glint, ready to strike. Let's attack the creature head on. I'm sure many of us will get injured. The giant wolf reacts with violence. The strength of the beast slams each member of the group back against the walls of the cave. The squad strikes back in terror. Shin manages to find a moment of opening and thrusts a spear right into the beast's skull. Staggering back, the wolf howls and dies, gurgling its final breath. The squad has been injured and discouraged. It's alright, guys. It was worth it. The squad members expertly dissect the carcass of the giant wolf to retrieve food and a magnificent fur pelt. Alright, we are full up, so let's go ahead and camp. We are quite injured, which was expected. We have one medical kit, so let's go ahead and heal up Nadir. And everybody gets food because we have plenty of it. In fact, we will really fill up on food. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of warmth. And who needs to rest? We will allow Shin to rest and Nadir to rest. It's Nadir, right? I believe so. Kali. I suppose Kali can rest as well, and Petra can stand guard. It's a minimum. That's fine. That should get everybody a-okay. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Danger level's pretty low, so it should be okay. Petra is convinced that she is being watched. Later on, the squad members notice footprints uncomfortably close to their camp. Petra is discouraged. Not a great start, but you know, we're getting there. We have a general idea of what we are doing. Okay. Everybody seems good to go, so let us continue our journey. Like how they're like the blood remains on their bodies. That they've been injured and were fighting. Good continuity. Next time we have to fight, we'll need to be extra careful. I'm not sure we have enough first aid supplies to treat any wounds. This is very true. We are quite low on first aid. Let's go for Petra. She did not rest last time, so we'll go ahead and get her energy just a little low. Alright, then we come back out to where the forks connect. I wonder if it would let us go through this way as well. That'd be interesting. Does it let us backtrack? Kind of. What's over here? Oh, we found something. Charred journal. The writings of a man on the run from a pack of wolves. He did not live to write a different end to the tale, but his journal miraculously survived the acidity of the air. Poor guy. Doesn't look like there's anything in the tents for us to find. How much further back can we go? I wonder. Oh, here's something. We've got firewood here. Let's go ahead and use Shin for this. There's some food as well. We're good on food. Go ahead and redistribute some of this. Grab 2 wood. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, enough backtracking. We don't want to fall too far behind. Hopefully we can find some first aid kits. It is kind of cool though that it let us backtrack that much. I mean, I'm sure we could go further, but I don't want to waste too much energy. Yes, Shin, we know. We're deathly low on first aid, and by deathly I mean we have none. But up here we will find quite the abundant supply, so not too worried. Be anything over here? Can we sneak on over on this side and find any hidden items? Doesn't look like it. Worth a try. It was worth a try. Alright, so last time we tried to like be intimidating, we end up killing everybody, so this time we're not gonna do that. Alright, we are in the mansion. As the squad enters a surprisingly well-conserved ruin, Shin steps on a cable and its rudimentary trap, which, with a muffled click, locks the front door. We are trapped. Only one way to move forward. The scouts are locked inside the mansion. The sound of hurried footsteps can be heard in the adjacent room. Alright, let's go greet... Oh, the music. The Hound. In the corner of the dusty room are at least 24 figures dressed in wolf pelts, observing the squad with spears and bows at the ready. Hello. It's difficult to determine the exact level of their hostility. Direct confrontation is risky. The wolf-headed savages await the squad's reaction. We will not draw our weapons. The squad decides to play for time. The savages calm down a little. One tall warrior orders the others to lower their weapons. Then he speaks. You stand on the territory of the Hound. You can prove the valor of your clan in one-on-one hand-to-hand combat. You will be welcome. No need, we have a pelt. The giant wolf pelt is among their belongings. Perhaps it could provide proof of valor, or perhaps it would be an insult. Show the giant wolf pelt. Please don't end up killing everybody. I hope they like that. I mean, they're all wearing wolf pelts. It'd be hypocritical. The tall warrior approaches and salutes them with open and sincere respect. Until this day, nobody has ever survived an encounter with Timishi? Timishi. We'll say Timishi. It's Tim. It's Tim. Nobody survived Tim. You have our respect. The savages acknowledge the squad's strength. They salute them with respect and humility. The squad members are welcomed into the refuge, which suddenly takes on a warmer and more welcoming aspect. The savages and the Hound prove to be amicable. Squad members can stop over here before resuming their journey. Excellent, because we're going to take everything. We need all your supplies. Oh shit, no, I didn't want to go that way. No, fuck. Oh, no. No. No, we weren't supposed to leave. There was so much medical supplies that we needed. How did I mess this up? How did I mess this up? Please tell me we can go back. Please tell me we can go back. Day 15. The members of Third Squad leave the mansion. The Hound waves them off, knowing that such friendly encounters are possible. Remotivates the squad members. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can... I really don't want to have to start over. I really don't want to. But I have to because we need those supplies. We're like dying right now. And in the areas to come, we're gonna really need those supplies. In search of the next beacon, the Third Squad is now crossing damp yet verdant volcanic lands. Yeah, I was done anyway. Thanks, game. Day 29, the volcanic tundra. Well, yeah, looks like we can't go back now. Okay. So, fuck. I don't want to start over, but we have to. Like, that's so annoying. Oh shit, I think I had tutorial turned on.
Suck a bliet.
Damn it. Let's see, where's my this one? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Let me see, which one of these is this one? It's kind of a... Oh yeah, that sounds cool. Some good ambiance. I like it. All right, we'll turn that off. Almost 2 weeks ago, third squad, blah blah blah. We know this. Let's see if we can read the next part really fast and maybe, just maybe, get all the text. I didn't even fucking acknowledge that one. Let's see, can I pause this? The squad is the last hope of survival for the 200,000 souls of the Citadel. Having crossed the desert canyon of the north, they have finally arrived in view of the Ash Plains beacon, a crucial milestone in their search for the legendary refuge. Finally got to read that. All right. So we are starting over. I apologize. Hopefully, I think I left the tutorial thing clicked. So yeah, it looks like it's going to give us a slight tutorial. We will try to get through this as quickly as possible. I apologize again. But we really need those supplies, so we're going to thankfully we weren't too far away. Let's go ahead and click that. We will... Petra's exhausted. Oh gosh, that's annoying. It's gonna make us do extra shit that we wouldn't have had to have done originally. All right, yep. Outpost, we read all that. What do we have here? Savage painting, assassination with a wolf. I guess it's like foreshadowing, technically. All right, so we already did this, so let's go ahead, skip through this if it allows us to. Good. Blah, 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 blah. We did this. And we're going to choose diplomacy again. Diplomatic. Yes. Okay. Yes, agrees, and we now continue. I know, I don't care. Do I have to? Are you gonna make me? You're gonna make me. Dumb tutorial. Oh, that's so annoying. Especially since Petra, I don't want to use anymore. God, screw you, game. This is annoying. Kali. Well, does that mean food? I guess so. They don't need food. I don't... You know what, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna start over again. Once this lets us get to the menu, we're gonna have to do this first. I should have not left that clicked. That's so annoying because we're wasting like all of our early resources during all this. So annoying. Yes, you guys are discouraged. Sucks to be you. All right, we're done. Yeah, pack up. Okay, hit that menu button. We're restarting that without the stupid tutorial turned on. Double apologies for that. I don't know why it ticked it on. We didn't have it selected last time. Thankfully, we didn't get too far. Only wasted 30 minutes of our time. Well, maybe now I can actually read the other stuff too. So we'll just start over. Whenever it loads, there we go. So we have that. Day 13, almost 2 weeks ago, the third squad left the Citadel in search of the legendary Dome of Domes. I'm not even gonna click anything. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I'm gonna try to pause it for the next one because we never read this part. Okay. The squad members Petra, the captain, Shin, the warrior, Kali, the diplomat, and Nadir, the scout, have been picking their way cautiously through the deadly, unbreathable, and ash-filled air outside. Okay. We got that much. We're able to read it. Good. Maybe it's because we skipped the first one and jumped through it really fast. Yeah, looks like it. The squad is the last hope of survival for the 200,000 souls of the Citadel. Having crossed the desert canyon of the north, they have finally arrived in view of the Ash Plains Beacon, a crucial milestone in their search for the legendary refuge. Alright, yeah, I think it's because we skipped the first one every time before, so kind of skipped all of them apparently. Alright, now that we don't have to worry about randomly having characters with no energy and having to waste all of our beginning resources, let's get back to where we were before we accidentally inadvertently ruined our entire, well, not our entire, but I just was not about to deal with not having any medical supplies out of that area, because there's so many medical supplies you get from diplomatically dealing with that situation that apparently I just luckily found the first time we did it. And not this time. Like, I was like, oh, let's go this way first. Oh, hey, you're leaving. What? No, not what I want. All right, we did it. I guess I'll read this one more time. This painting was produced no more than a few weeks ago. The symbols of brutality and barbarity are depicted with respect. Could this be a warning of dangers to come, or a macabre fascination with the wolf? Is it macabre or macabre? Macabre sounds correct. I don't know. I can't English. That is a soundbite I need on my soundboard. Freaking English, motherfucker, do you speak it? That needs to be on my soundboard. Several days after leaving the Citadel, you know what? We'll just skip this. We've done it. You saw it before. If not, I apologize. I'm gonna skip through this because we are redoing all of this currently right now. Blah blah blah. They congratulate us for making it this far. We are going to seek diplomatic approaches to better our knowledge and understanding of the world around us, and we venture off to triumph. Okay, so here we go again. I'm gonna get Petra pretty low on energy. I'm not sure how much energy they actually replenish when resting, so I'm gonna try to go for 2/3 empty. We'll see how much that leaves her with. The ambiance of this game, though, is quite nice. A very well done narrative game. All right, so we encounter the wolf here. We'll go ahead and use our wood. Through the mist, the squad members spy the silhouette of a wolf. The scrawny beast bares its fangs, growls, and moves to attack. We will light a fire because we're about to get wood, and we can't afford to get injured right now. Squad members light a fire to scare the wolf away. The fragile creature panics at the sight of the flames. With one swift blow, Petra kills it. The squad members dissect the carcass for meat. We have more food. Good. 4 food total. All right. We're gonna go ahead and let Petra collect this wood as well. Get her Energy pretty low. That. So we're doing good still. We'll grab this stuff over here. Can't remember if there's like hidden items. There might be. So looks like we have some food. We'll go ahead and grab that. Oh yeah, we'll grab all of it with her. And then we will sleep here. Do everything the same. The campfire. The squad members notice a campfire in the distance. There, a hooded figure can be seen warming his hands. We will approach in peace. Squad members approach, hands raised in the air. From beneath his hood, the young savage greets them with a smile. Kali enters into conversation with him, and the savage invites them to sit and eat with him. Yeah, let's see what this does. Let's go pure diplomatic. Squad decides to share a meal with the stranger. The respite takes place without incident. Kali spends most of the time chatting with the savage. From this conversation, Kali learns of a group of savages to the north called the Hound, who believe in the values of honor and warriorship. The squad leaves a few hours later after a warm farewell from the stranger. So we've gained food. Our food is good. The squad has rested. Excellent. So that's actually a really good option to take, because it completely gets you good to go. Wow, yeah, like it completely nice. So that saves us an entire camp trip. We don't have to use any of our resources. I love it. All right, well, hell yeah. That's the way to do it. Remember that for next time. All right, we're going to go to the left again, as we did last time. The Ash Valley. 2 paths open up before the squad. To the west lies a territory inhabited by wild animals, if the tracks in the ash are to be believed. To the east sprawls a cold, rugged, winding valley. Let us head to the west. The squad decides to go into the territory of the wild animals. Petra assures the rest of the squad that they can hunt any animals they track down. If you say so, Petra, if you say so. Everybody's pretty much good to go, so we will continue to use Petra to collect things. Let's see, let's go ahead and reallocate some. We'll give the food, give all the food to you. Firewood. There we go. Petra can go ahead and collect that. There's something here. Let's see what this is. I don't think we saw this last time. Human skeleton. Something dangerous lurks deep within that layer to devour its prey in peace. However, the evidence suggests that herbivores are not the only meat on the menu. And what's over here? Giant paw print. Giant wolf paw print. This paw print is too large to belong to a regular wolf. The creature who made it must be enormous. Alright, and we got some food up here. Go ahead, grab all of that. We are full up, which means we're going to be really full up on it after this fight. Let's go ahead and go in here and face the creature. The lair. From the back of the dark cave comes the sound of a deep, slathering breathing. The squad members are afraid. 2 dull, bloodshot oval eyes, hooded with monstrous ebony fur, blink open in the darkness. A giant black wolf is watching, cold and patient. Its white stiletto fangs glint, ready to strike. All right. We can light a fire to distract it. But does that mean we'll kill it? Attack the creature head on. That's going to use 4 firewood. I'd rather not use that much wood. Attack it head on. I think we'll be alright. The squad decides to attack the creature. The giant wolf reacts with violence. The strength of the beast slams each member of the group back against the walls of the cave. The squad strikes back in terror. Shin manages to find a moment of opening and thrusts the spear right into the beast's skull. Staggering back, the wolf howls and dies, gurgling its final breath. Alright, we've been injured. Everybody's kind of not happy about the situation, but we got the pelt. The squad members expertly dissect the carcass of the giant wolf to retrieve food and a magnificent fur pelt. Our inventory is full, so let's go ahead and camp here. Tend to our wounds. Let's see, so that would have used up all but 2 of our firewood. So, not great. Alright, we're all warmed up. Good. Go ahead and feed everybody. And Nadir needs medical, as they are the weakest. We have food for days. We don't need any more right now. Go ahead and go to the schedule. So you rest. Do we want to do guard or talk? Let's do guard duty. Well, that requires energy. This just gives warmth. Okay. Guess we'll put you on guard duty and you two can talk. Okay. Say, we begone, warrior. Do you feel like a joke? Competition to while away the hours? Mimicking Sheen's warrior voice. I don't know, old man. I'm not sure our jokes are competition worthy. I didn't say they had to be good. Actually, bad jokes would make our competition all the more amusing. Okay, old man, I get it. I'm game. Let the jokes begin. Can't be worse than that terrible impersonation of me. That's funny. They seem to be in good spirits. It's impossible to make oneself heard above the cacophony of the weather. The squad members decide to save their energy and remain silent. Alright, so everybody's looking pretty good. They're a little tired, except for Petra, who actually slept. But that is fine. Could be good. So let's go ahead. Let's go back to our backpack. And everybody's pretty full, except for Petra. We'll go ahead and give her 1 more food because we have just an insane amount of it. And let's continue our journey. Alright. Let's walk our way out of here. I don't think we need to go to the campsite. We don't really get anything from it, except for lore, that somebody was killed by the wolves. Oh, I do apologize. We didn't use a bandage. You're just gonna have to try not to bleed everywhere. Alright. I can take exactly that much wood. So do we want to take that? I mean, I imagine so. We can always throw away food. It's always good to have firewood, especially if we need it for animals. So yeah, we'll go ahead and skip the camp. I think we'll be alright. And in fact, let's go ahead and set up camp. We will use 1 firewood. Go ahead, feed everybody again because we can. That'll open up some inventory slots, and then let's schedule some rest. So Kali is tired, so they'll get some rest. Nadir should be fine. Let's let Nadir do guard duty. Everybody else, honestly, actually, let's just rest. That'll make it easier later to do stuff. Everybody's getting heat. That's good. information until you find a travel log. Its contents make for depressing reading. Well, dang. Why'd y'all have to go snooping around? You're supposed to be asleep. Okay, fire is extinguished. Everybody is good. Let's continue our journey. I think we find more food up here, which I'm not worried about, really. Actually, what is this? Looks like a little supply case. Is that just firewood? Yeah, let's go ahead. Actually, let's let a deer grab it, because they're the most tired. And I don't think we'll need the energy for in here. I think we'll be okay. And I think it'll reset in the next area. If not, we can rest as soon as we start in the next area. How about in the music? No music, eh? We'll turn on our ambient music over here. As the squad enters a surprisingly well-conserved ruin, Petrus steps on a cable and its rudimentary trap which, with a muffled click, locks the front door. I guess there's still no music. Alright, we'll keep our ambient sound here just to give it a little bit of ambiance. The scouts are locked inside the mansion. The sound of hurried footsteps can be heard in the adjacent room. Let's go ahead and head in here. The Hound. In the corner of the dusty room are at least 24 figures dressed in wolf pelts, observing the squad with spears and bows at the ready. My oh my. It's difficult to determine the exact level of their hostility. Direct confrontation is risky. The wolf-headed savages await the squad's reaction. We will not draw our weapons. The squad decides to play for time. The savages calm down a little. One tall warrior orders the others to lower their weapons. Then he speaks. You stand in the territory of the Hound. If you can prove the valor of your clan in one-on-one hand-to-hand combat, you will be welcome. The giant wolf pelt is among their belongings. Perhaps it could provide proof of valor, or perhaps it would be an insult. We will show the giant wolf pelt. The Hound's warriors hold their breath. The tall warrior approaches and salutes them with open and sincere respect. Until this day, nobody has ever survived an encounter with Tim. You have our respect. It's Tim because I don't speak English. The savages acknowledge the squad's strength. They salute them with respect and humility. The squad members are welcomed into the refuge, which suddenly takes on a warmer and more welcoming aspect. The savages and the Hound prove to be amicable. Squad members can stop over here before resuming their journey. Okay. Let's go this way then, so that way we're not leaving like we did last time. Alright. So we'll come all the way down. Check out this stuff. We're not losing any energy in here, so we can walk around as much as we need to. Go all the way back here. Make sure we find anything. Nothing. Okay. How about over this way? Anything over here? No? Alright, let's look in this room. I know there's stuff in this room. People, figures. Where's all the loot? This place was littered with it last time. Aha! That's what we wanted. Uh-oh. So that does still use our energy. All right. Does use energy to take things. Got it. All right, so there was 2 in there. And then how about in this room? We got food. We really don't need food. We, in fact, cannot carry food. And we cannot camp in here, so we're just going to have to leave that stuff, sadly. And then the Hound, a surprisingly organized group of savages whose mystical beliefs focus on the figure of the wolf. Interesting. Guess we can't really talk to anybody. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. I believe this takes us outside. Oh, no, back here. Okay, so a little loop. We made a loop. All right, let's head back into the main hall. And just double check that there isn't anything else we can do in here. Shows nothing like on this side of the building. Does not look like it. Oh. All right. Well, thank you all. And fare thee well. What is next? Day 15. The members of the 3rd squad leave the mansion. The Hound waves them off. Knowing that such friendly encounters are possible remotivates the squad members. But the road ahead of them is still long. Alright, so we actually did pretty good this time. I mean, we did good last time. But, what we got here? Your squad tries to stay as neutral and level-headed as possible in the face of danger. Daring and trust. Interesting. Strategy, combat, and diplomacy. We are very high in diplomacy. That's good. Seeks to communicate with strangers to avoid conflict and limit damage. Their preferred methods are negotiation, discussion, and bargaining. Very cool, very cool. Let us continue the expedition. Day 15. In search of the next beacon, the 3rd squad is now crossing damp and verdant volcanic lands. Human movement has been observed in the area, so the blah 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 wasn't done, game, but alright. So I guess it said so the squad has to be careful. Something along those lines. Volcanic tundra, day 29. Alright, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's health? Alright. Health is good. Nadir needs to rest. Let's go ahead and camp. Go ahead and get that going. Let's put some wood on the fire. That'll warm us up. Let's redistribute a little bit. Food, I'm gonna wait on. Maybe. I guess Shin could use a piece of food. And you know what? We have a lot of firewood. We'll do 2 logs. We'll switch those out. You can carry all the food. You can carry most of the firewood. I guess I'll leave 1 slot open for each. Is anybody else hungry? Petra, you have a slight bite to eat. We will do that. And then we need to get some sleep for Nadir because Nadir is dearly tired. And everybody else has full energy, so they talk, they won't lose energy. And hopefully nothing bad happens. We're in the new area, so the danger level should be pretty low. How do you both feel? Ready to carry out our mission? I won't lie, it's not exactly pleasant here, but it's infinitely better than your concrete burrow. Too many people. I do miss the dome, but I agree with Shin. Even though it's tough out here, I'm learning so much. Good. We still have a ways to go. Alright, well they all seem happy enough. It's impossible to make oneself heard above the cacophony of the weather. The weather still sucks. All right, everybody's rested, everybody's happy. Let us break camp and continue. I saw some shiny stuff all about. I know that in one area we encounter like a giant bird. I can't remember where it was. The volcanic tundra. According to data collected from the beacons, the squad should be able to find the next beacon in the vicinity. Scouts just need to find its exact location so that they can continue their quest to the Dome of Domes. All right. Continue on through here. If I'm remembering correctly, I feel like the two of the big endings we discovered so far basically means like we lose one way or the other. Like one of them, the system that manages the dome, we like destroyed because it was telling us that we couldn't support all the people, and then later on, like basically everybody ends up dying anyway because we run out of resources. And in another one, we decide like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We can't have all these people, so we literally damn a lot of people to death because we don't take them into the Dome of Domes. Not great, but realistic. Tragic. There's a giant crow there. Can we just like walk around it, not deal with it? Nope, we have to deal with it. The vulture. 50 yards ahead, the squad members spy a strange creature that looks like some kind of vulture. The creature is searching for prey, picking through the ash, disturbing burrows and blocking their path. All right, well, what do we do? What do we do? The creature resembles a bird a size of a man with a burnt body, scattered tufts of feathers. It walks on its wings, preoccupied by its search for food. It has not yet noticed the squad. So we can lay a trap and use 2 wood. We currently have 6 wood, so that's doable. You know what? Let's lay a trap. Let's lay a trap for it. I don't think we've done that before. The squad decides to lay a trap. Using cunning and a trap made of wooden stakes, the squad members draw the vulture into a crevice. Crevasse. The vulture shuffles over, observes the area, and then pounces on the bait. Falling into the trap, the creature is killed. The squad members dissect the carcass for meat. We have obtained food. Yum, 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 yum. And we still have room in our inventory. Marvelous, marvelous. What do we got here? Who has the most energy? Everybody. Petra, collect. Uno, dos. All right. Continue on. Oh, Petra's pretty cold. So we probably need to use some firewood soon. What do we have here? Food. We can't collect it all, so let's go ahead. Just right here, let's set up camp. Go ahead and use our firewood. I believe we'll need 3 to warm them up completely. We will go ahead and eat. We're going to collect more food here in a second anyway, so we can get everybody full up. And everybody's good on energy. We'll go ahead and let Petra sleep again. What's the danger level? Does it say? Let's see. Go ahead and let you rest. And then danger's at 18%. So yeah, everybody else can talk. That way nobody loses energy. We will confirm that. Do you know how to cook all types of meat on a fire? I'm a hunter, old man, not a chef. What kind of prey did you learn to hunt, Shin? In the outside, what you learn to hunt depends on how hungry you are. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Flock of birds fly over the camp towards the south. The squad members are worried. These birds could be migrating, but they could also be an omen of ill fortune. Troubling indeed. All right, everybody's warm. Let's go ahead and journey on. Okay, so now we can collect the meat. All right, let's go through these ruins. I believe there's another bird that's gonna be trapped in here, and we're going to leave it be because some locals trapped it, and we don't want to interfere with their food supply. Seems like a good way to get on people's bad side. All right, what do we have here? Medical? Absolutely. 2 medical bags. Wow. What a find. Do we want more food? I mean, we have a lot of food. We can throw it out if we need to. That might have been a waste of energy, but I'd rather have it. Oh, what do we have here? Basalt. Given its splintered state, the rock clearly wasn't formed recently. The vegetation in the area also confirms that there's been no eruption recently. I guess that could be a good and bad thing. It's good because it means that the volcanic activity in the region is low. It's bad because it means there hasn't been any. So, could be due for some. Okay, we can't go that way. Let's go over here. Let's follow the straight and narrow, I guess. No finding extra things. The ruin. In an ancient village, the squad reaches a ruin buried beneath the layers of volcanic rock and ash. One building seems more easily accessible than others. I mean, it doesn't hurt to search it, I suppose. The squad decides to search the ruin. Inside there is little of interest, but the stone roof provides some insulation and much needed shelter from the wind and ash. The squad members can rest here for a while and warm their bodies, or their bones. I mean, we're not really that cold, so I suppose we can carry on. So we'll still get hungry, I imagine. Let's carry on. Squad decides to ignore the ruin. Calmly leaving the site, they decide to trace out their path across the tundra. Petra looks sorrowfully at the rest of the squad and feels guilty forcing them to proceed on the sustained march. Really, guys? Really? Bunch of little muck. At the exit to the ruin, the squad finds fresh tracks on the ground. Probably humans who are used to walking in the ash. Who on earth could be used to walking in the ash? More medical supplies. Let's see. We'll go ahead and grab this one. I think that'll be it for Petra. Grabbing stuff. What we need is firewood, because we're going to be getting cold very soon. Hopefully up here we can find some firewood. Nope, it's meat. Okay, so let's go ahead. Camp. We can warm up. I guess we should have warmed up there. I'm only going to use one because we are getting low. Food I'm going to hold off on because you know what, actually, you know what, nah. What I'll do is I'll feed 2 of them now and I'll feed the other 2 later. That way we have a little bit of inventory space opened up. Alright, and then let's go ahead and schedule. We will schedule Petra to rest as usual. And you can talk, you can rest, you can talk. That should keep it pretty balanced. What you call these mushrooms where you come from? We call them symbiotic fungi. Are all your names that complicated? You see, we call them dead shrooms because they grow on dead bodies. You know, that makes sense. Pretty straightforward. Cacophony of weather still rumbles. Lovely. Alright, everybody's good. Let's continue our journey. We've warmed up a little bit. That's all that matters. Food. Let's see. Do we really need food? I mean, let's save our energy. We can leave that food behind. I'm more concerned for wood. I guess it makes sense, you know, in a volcanic ashland area, that wood would be a scarce resource, as there's very little vegetation growing as it is. Most of it's just little grassy bits. Which, I mean, I don't see why we can't just grab the bushes and stuff and, you know, let them dry out as we travel. The vultures. The squad members hear sounds coming from the north. A savage wrapped in swaths of cloth is being attacked by 3 giant vultures thirsting for blood. We're going to save him because it's going to help us later. The squad decides to save the savage. The scouts launch an attack, launch an action and attack the vultures, attract the vultures' attention to them. The beast notices that their approach, but given the poor savage and adolescent no respite. We have plenty of food, so let's distract them. The squad decides to distract the vultures. The scout attracts the attention of the giant vultures by yelling and waving rations, drawing the creatures in their direction. The creatures chase them for several minutes. Having placed the rations on a rock in plain sight, the squad members return to the battlefield safe and sound, letting the vultures enjoy their meal. Meanwhile, the savages disappeared from the squad's sight. But we did save them. We can feel good about ourselves. And we, you know, opened up our inventory a little bit. Still need firewood, though, very soon. What has we... Yes! Not a lot, but it's enough. Alright, Petra's getting cold again as usual because she gets cold the fastest. We're gonna let him go down just a little bit more. Hopefully we can get to this one before we have to break camp. More food. Oh, that's a lot of food. Let's see, we'll grab those two. Is anybody getting hungry? They're kind of getting hungry. You know what, screw it. We'll grab all of it. And I think that's as far as we can go without having to rest for warmth. Alright. How's everybody's health as well? Oh, they seem to be doing okay. We have a lot of med packs, so that's good. Let's go ahead and feed everybody. Alright, let's put some wood on the fire. I think we can get away with 2, maybe? We guess we... I don't want to use... I want to keep some on hand. And then feed you some more. Feed you some more. Getting a little low on food. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I don't want to risk losing too much resource. Okay, as usual, Petra, you get to rest. And we will let Shin rest. And Kali and Nadir can talk to each other. Danger level's not too bad, so we should be okay. Ooh. Back at the dome, folks would always talk about the differences between the gray people in the suburbs and the savage grays, but I'm not so sure. From what I've seen, there's no point distinguishing clans from each other. There are as many different ones as there are clouds in the sky. The only thing that they all share is that you never know what they're going to do next. Living in a perpetual state of survival will make anyone dangerous and unpredictable. Very wise words. In the distance, a vast chunk of mountainside collapses with a deafening roar, providing the squad with a worrying reminder of the Earth's instability since the cataclysm. Very neat, very neat. Alright, everybody looks pretty good, pretty healthy. I'm not sure... I'm trying to remember how much health these actually restore. I don't want to use it just for 2 bars of health because I feel like that would be a waste. But all right, we look like we're good. Let's continue. I think we might find some more firewood up ahead. So here's the hoping. Let's use Shin this time to pick stuff up. Because I want Petra's dialogue to get in there as well. We'll let Shin and Nadir rest this upcoming pit stop. Cross the little bridge. Looks like something over there. Wonder if we can investigate that. This looks like firewood. Promising. Yes, how much of it? Ooh, oh wow, this is a good mother lode right here. Let's see, dear, let's let you grab some stuff as well. All right, picked up everything, so that's good. Looks like we might be getting close towards types remnants of civilization. I wonder, can we walk back there? There was like a little fire there. I don't think we can. I mean, we can try. It won't hurt too much to try, right? Oh gosh, never mind. We tried. The trap. In the middle of the tundra, a vulture screeches in pain. Closer inspection reveals the vulture is ensnared in a trap made of wooden stakes, cables, and ropes. The prey must belong to somebody. I'm gonna take a drink. All this narrating has dried my throat. All right, we will leave the prey as it does not belong to us. We do not wish to piss off the locals. Better not take any risks. All right. Barely minutes later, three savages swathed in cloth and a rudimentary camouflage appear. They head over to the trap and kill the creature. They have not spotted the squad. Should we go meet them? I think the guy that we saved is with them. Let's go meet them. Let's just see what happens. The squad decides to go and meet them. Taking care not to surprise them, Kali talks to them as she approaches, hands in the air, followed closely by the others. The savage hunters are surprised and mistrustful, but far from threatening. Good start. The squad members talk with the savages for a while. The savages tell them that they are Western nomads. Most important of all, the beacon the squad is looking for is in the middle of their camp. Lovely. The hunters tell the squad they have to leave. A few minutes later, they have completely vanished into the bushes with their prey. Well, you know, that's a good start. We've established relations with the local tribe. So they know of us. They know that we're not hostile. That's good. Let's see, I'm just gonna randomly look over to the right here. I can't remember if there's anything hidden here, but wouldn't hurt too much. The survival aspect of like losing heat and energy as you walk definitely adds to the strategy, the necessity of strategy. All right, multiple tracks. The track suggests a large number of people on the move, maybe 50, perhaps even 100. Most likely nomads. Well, they did tell us that their little city is over here, and as we can see in the distance, there is something in the distance. Let's see, how are we doing on supplies? Got wood, so perhaps we will go ahead and camp real quick. Doesn't hurt. Let's go ahead and throw 2 logs on the fire. Get some of this space allocated. Who's hungry? Seems like everybody could use a little bite to eat. That does put us low on food now, although we do have lots of medical supplies, so that's nice. We have wood as well, so let's just go ahead and get them really happy. And let's schedule some rest. So Shin rests and Nadir rests. Everybody else can just talk. Danger level creeping up, but not too bad. I'm okay with that. All right, let's go ahead and let them rest and talk. So what conclusions have you come to about the dome's vulnerability to the Great Wave? That wasn't impossible to predict in theory, but I'm also wondering how the dome got built so quickly. So I guess they couldn't take every other potential danger into account. Perception causes devastation in the short term or the long term. Or precipitation. Did she say precipitation or perception? I don't know. We'll go with precipitation. Flock of birds, same thing. All right, everybody's pretty happy. We'll continue. Hopefully we'll find more food and firewood up here like we did last time. That was a really nice find. It'll also be good if we can get them leveled up a little bit so that they can carry more resources. That would be really good too. Good. We got some firewood. Who do we want? Let's do Kali. Kali can grab the firewood. All right. Now we approach this nomadic camp. The stakeout. The squad stops and hides in a bush for a while. To the north, they can see a nomad encampment. In the center is the beacon. How unfortunate. The squad has to retrieve the data from the beacon to continue its quest to the Dome of Domes. The dilemma. From what they can make out, there are two possible ways to access it: via the camp's well-guarded main entrance, or to the left, where there is a path around the camp heading westwards. So we can sneak in, and we've done this before. We have snuck in and done it. I don't remember if we've gone the direct route. The squad has a choice to make: a direct approach, whether using diplomacy or force, or a stealthy approach. We've been doing diplomacy this whole run, so let's go for diplomacy. 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 Who knows? Maybe it'll turn out all right. I mean, they might ask us for stuff. Be like, yeah, we won't let you in unless you give us stuff. And be like, yeah, screw you. Who knows? I mean, the diplomatic route has worked in our favor so far, I feel. All right, how's this going to go down? The nomads instantly recognize the squad members as they approach. They greet them amicably and ask why they have come. See, it's a good. We made a good choice. Petra speaks of the beacon at the center of the camp. They need the data. It is essential for their mission. The nomads seem to understand the urgency of the squad's mission. They immediately let them pass. See, all those good deeds we did without pissing them off paid off. I like how they have it too. They're just shadowy figures. Silhouettes in the mist. Soon to be forgotten. The beacon. The squad members gather around the beacon. Each one needs a moment to catch their breath as the beacon's data is hacked. Communication is established with the operator. After a standard report, the conversation turns to the savages, the gray people, the survivors living outside the domes. Out of curiosity, the operator asks the squad what they think of these people. Ash dwellers cannot be trusted. They are just people trying to survive. No more dangerous than the inhabitants of the dome. They are good people. I mean, I feel like both of these are good. I mean, if we had pissed them off, they definitely would have been more hostile. I wouldn't say they can't be trusted, but you know, you can't take them lightly. So I don't feel like that one would be an accurate one. They're no more dangerous than the inhabitants of the dome. Although people in the dome could be very dangerous. They're all just people trying to survive. So I feel like this one resonates the most. Technically, that's like the diplomatic answer. They're good people, but you know, they're just trying to survive. They're out in the world. scrapping by. The squad is realistic about the outsiders. The operator reacts pensively to this remark. I wonder how that affects the overall story. The conversation ends. The squad can progress as the data has been retrieved. The path to the north takes them into a new region. Right, let's go then, I guess. I like how we're still kind of losing some stats. I think that it'll reset us in the next area, so I'm not gonna set up camp and waste resources that we otherwise might need. But we'll see what happens. That it? We just continue walking. Okay, good. We're not losing anything now, so it's probably just going to be the next area. It is nice that we're not losing any stats. What do we have here? Fumaroles. These fissures in the Earth's crust are a telltale sign of volcanic activity. Great. Love it. And so long as our stats aren't going down, I'm just going to keep moving. Look at all that lava. Freaking crazy. Music's pretty cool too. I like it. What have we? The lava lake. The squad members pick their way carefully across an underground lava lake, guided by the savages. Underground too. This is underground. That's crazy. The savages point out the safest route and lead the scouts away from the lake. That's kind of them. The squad members thank the nomads for their hospitality and carry on their way. The quest is far from over. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Day 15. Yep, we've read all that. Where do we go from here? Day 33. The third squad leaves the volcanic tundra, guided by the western nomads who lead them in the direction of the next beacon in the heart of the Gray Mountains. Day after day, their final objective draws closer. All right, so we had some strategy, some stealth, lots of diplomacy still. Trust way up, distrust, yeah, we're there. Caution, daring, we're still optimists, we're still emissaries. Love it. Your squad seeks to communicate with strangers to avoid conflict, blah, 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 blah. Good. Good, 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 good. Still ticking up the days. What we got? Day 47. Day 33. The third squad climbs a glacial mountain range covered in ashen snow. The cold is biting and invisibility is reduced to bare medium. Blah! But the next beacon is not far away, I believe is what the last part said. There we go, day 48. Oh, there it is. It's like right over there. All right. Did our stats reset? Is our warmth back up? It went up a little bit. I feel like the warmth is going to drop substantially faster now that we're out in the frozen lands. See if we can get to this one quickly before we have to deal with anything else. Just get through this as quickly as possible. Let's see, I wonder if we stand still, does it still go down, or is it only when we're moving? Not too sure. The beacon. The squad approaches the beacon. After retrieving the necessary information about the next beacon, Petra opens a channel to communicate with the Citadel. After several minutes of wireless crackling, the headphones pick up the operator's voice. Petra reports the situation. The operator replies, "Hope hangs by a thread here. The population has started lighting candles to pray for your safe passage. Do you think you can make it?" What do we say? Let's see. We will make it no matter what it costs. That's actually a decent answer. You're not lying, but you're not giving any false hopes. The Dome is not in sight. That is, I think, overly negative. We can promise you nothing. That's too transparent. We're on the right path. That is too hopeful. So I like that one. We'll make it no matter what the costs. The squad displays its determination. The operator is not totally convinced, and the squad can hear it, but this doubt only motivates them. The conversation ends and the squad sets off again after establishing the coordinates of the next beacon. We are re-motivated. Heck yeah. All right, now before we freeze to death, let's open our let's set up camp. All right, it's a good thing we saved lots of wood. And I'm just gonna do it to that because like right there, like they have some warmth that, you know, we'd be giving them more warmth than they have in the bar for that. Food is doing okay, and we only have one anyway, so we need to really conserve that. Everybody's healed up, so we didn't have to use any of our medical kits. That's good. I'm going to give you all the kits because my OCD. All right, let's go ahead and schedule some sleep. So let's get Kali some rest. Does anybody else really need rest? Not really. So everybody can talk to each other. The danger level is fairly low, so I am not worried. So the wave hits the Citadel once every 7 years. Yeah, and it's been getting more and more violent each time. Next one will flush the dome right into the ocean. Not great. Let's hope the Dome of Domes doesn't have the same problem. According to our intel, the Dome of Domes doesn't have the same design fault as our domes. However, this info has yet to be confirmed. Alright. So we're really betting it all. Squad members feel the ground shaking beneath their feet. An earthquake, a daily occurrence here, has been triggered in the distance. That ain't great. Alright, everybody's warmed up. Oh, nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and continue our journey. And actually, let's see. We're right at an hour and a half. It is getting towards dinner time. So what we will do, I'm going to go ahead and go to the main menu. I believe that saves our game. So we will be able to continue when we get back. But yeah, I'm going to go eat. And then I probably won't continue this one. We'll do that tomorrow. Probably maybe around the same time, might be a little bit later. But I want to get back into Satisfactory tonight. Really start hitting that project. Looks like the internet here has held up decently well. So that is very very hopeful. Very good, very good. Where's my is that my nice button?
Das Loot, ja.
That's not it. Is it that one?
Do you even loot, bro?
No, I gotta look at my hotkeys. Which one is it? It's the yellow one. Okay.
Nice.
There we go. The internet's done very well. So that's good. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here. Hopefully you liked it. We're back with more Ashwalkers. So we're continuing the journey. Technically we haven't done this direct route. We've never been able to get the wolf pelt thing. That was like one thing I wanted to do just to get that ending. But we'll see where it goes. I'm going to try to hopefully remember to avoid the cave with all the insanity monsters in it, because it guarantees at least one person dies, sometimes everybody. So yeah, we'll avoid that next time. But yeah, we'll just keep going and see what path we carve out for ourselves. Yeah. Well, hopefully you had fun. I know I did. If you're watching on the tube of you, leave a like and a comment down below about what you thought about the video, and consider subscribing if you haven't, so that way you can always see when we upload a new video. And as always, more than anything, thank you for watching. It means the world to me. It really does. You make this fun for me. I'm just playing games, and I could play games anytime, but you actually make recording, streaming, all that really fun for me. So thank you so much. And yeah, so I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.